Here with UT Dallas head women's basketball coach Polly Thomason. Coach Thomason entering her 16th season with the Comets this winter after posting yet another 20-win season last year and a fourth straight American Southwest Conference East Division title. Coach Thomason, thank you for joining us today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
So let's get right down to it. Let's talk about the Comets for the 2021 season. First of all, you've got two key returners I want to talk about. First is the All-American Raynette Hughes, the reigning American Southwest Conference East Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year, on pace to set the school record for both points and steals as a senior. Talk about Raynette. Talk about how she grew last year and what you expect from her as a senior.
Ray has been, since her freshman year, just a tremendous person and leader in our program. And every season she's added something to her repertoire of skills. You know, last year she got to the basket in transition really easily, got a lot of points for us off the fast break. This year, I think she's going to surprise some teams with her outside shooting. You know, she found a way to get in the gym and improve on her outside shot, and now that's just another weapon for her, and an already really impressive offensive game that she has. Not to mention when she wants to turn it on defensively and get us steals and create havoc on that end of the court and create some easy points for us. You know, she steps up and becomes a really, really solid defensive player for us. So, you know, it's fun to have her back and have a season, hopefully a great senior year where she can just do those things that we knew she could do as a freshman, and, you know, watched her career grow. But, you know, we're just hoping that she can get, you know, the records that you mentioned and just play an overall really great season.
Another senior that can get lost sometimes in the shadow of a Raynette Hughes, a scoring machine such as that, is a constant you had now is going into 4 year with Kelly Skinner, a defensive presence, an offensive presence. She's really been a solid, constant performer for you for the last 3 years, and she's on pace to set the school's rebounding record as a senior. Talk a little bit about Kelly Skinner and her role now as a 4 year senior for you.
Yeah, I think Kelly Skinner's been an unsung player for us, not because she does so much for our team, whether it is, like you mentioned, rebounding, knocking down big shots, big 3-point shots, attacking off the basket, being a great inside defender, guard defender. I mean, Kelly really does it all for us. And I think her career, she's been just maybe our third or fourth option, but still had big moments. And so I'm excited to see her, you know, as our first and second option, her and Ray really working together, both of them creating plays and easy opportunities for teammates. But Kelly is just an all-around really incredible player, and she's been, you know, a great leader for us, stepping into shoes that, you know, Vic left, but I'm just really excited for her to have this opportunity.
The two seniors definitely show up on the roster and the stats from last year, and there's a glaring opening afterwards. You don't have a returning player that averaged more than 4 points a game last year. Talk about the players that you see that return from last year's squad that will see more minutes and can take advantage of opportunities given to them this upcoming season.
Yeah, I think this year our returners, you know, to me, it's a fun season. I think a coach could look at it and be like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? We lost so much. But for me, you know, I'm excited for our returners who haven't had much of an opportunity in the past because they're talented. You know, Caitlin Judge can shoot lights out. Free throw percentage is the highest. I think she averages like 99% in everything we do as far as free throws go. She is a lights out 3-point shooter. So I'm excited for her to get opportunities and get reps. Sydney Brock is another one that it's a new year, new role, but she's so dynamic and able to do a lot of different things on the floor that I'm pumped that she's going to get an opportunity. You know, Paris Brinkley came in at semester last season, had a hard time catching up, but, you know, she did a lot of really great things for us in the NCAA tournament. So I think she has a lot of opportunity to come in and make plays and score points for us. Same thing with Maddie Edler. You know, she started late in the year and has some experience with that role, but she's still just a sophomore. So I think there's just a lot of players out there who, you know, now that we've graduated a lot of seniors and there's so much opportunity for them, I'm pumped because I think they're good. I think they're talented. And now they have an opportunity to shine.
The bench is deep this year. We looked at a roster. We've looked at, there are, as you mentioned, several returning players that will look for new roles this year. But there's a lot of new names on this roster for 2020, 2021. Can you tell me a couple names and faces that the fans need to keep an eye on for this upcoming season?
I think our fans are going to have a lot of fun cheering on our new players. I think any given day we're going to have a freshman step up, a different freshman that leads us in scoring or rebounding. I think that's what makes us really exciting, is because we just don't know who that will be, but the potential is there for it to be any of them, whether it's our inside players who are going to be great complements to our guard play. We've got Mackenzie Howard on the inside, who is just a banger and a finisher, really good outside shooter as well for her size. Mia Rudin, who's just 6'3" and long, and we're teaching her how to be a banger. It's not her natural position to want to be physical, but that's okay. She still has guard skills as well, which is exciting. And at 6'3", that's going to create a lot of mismatch opportunities. And Zaya is a great Zaya Ambrose, another freshman, is a great complement to those two. A smaller at 5'11", but she's going to be able to attack the basket off a dribble and create mismatch for us inside that way, and also a dynamic person in a press. So there's just a lot of funness in our post play, and then throw in what we have in our guards as far as Danielle Marcour, a local kid from Sunnyvale. She was an all-region player. This girl can score and score and score for days. Kaylee Boykin from McKinney. She does a lot of great things. She's just a steady player, can knock down threes, great defender. I think, she may end up starting as a freshman, which is, not an easy thing to do, but she just has been really consistent for us since day one. So we love what she brings to the table. Our bench is pretty large, so we're excited as far as what we have and the opportunities and options we have coming off the bench.
The challenges of trying to play an organized team sport during a pandemic are widely noted and documented. You're the ever optimist. What opportunities have you seen during this pandemic, this strange season, that you feel your team can grow through?
That's a great question, Dave. I think our opportunities have just been as far as learning how to really deal with adversity. We were hoping to open up this weekend and have a real game on Saturday, and because of COVID and things that took place, we can't. So we just have to roll with the punches. And I think that's teaching our players how, we can let that one little thing ruin our day. We can let that one little thing ruin our focus and what we're doing here, which is just creating great relationships, creating great memories, obviously trying to win basketball games. But, I think that's just teaching us how life isn't always going to go our way. And we just have to be able to be flexible. We have to be able to understand that we still get to show up and practice. We still get to be together. It's not entirely perfect. It does not look anything like we're used to. But at the end of the day, we still are in a great position where we get to be around each other and practice. And, one day we'll get to play a real game. We cannot wait for that moment. But I think we're just really blessed to be in a position that we're on. I've just been really excited that our team has not used this time as an excuse. I'm going to stay home and not do anything, and I'm not going to be involved, and I'm going to let my grades suffer. And our players have really found ways to thrive in a moment like this, become better individuals and become better teammates. And that's really all you can ask as a coach.